We saw median home prices in June get up to near record highs. Did we go even higher this month? Let's take a look and find out what we did in July 2023 in Reno-Sparks. Let's take a look. Well, we dropped down just a hair. The $525 median home price dropped to $574,475. So just almost the same, really. So comparing it over this time last year, I thought that was interesting. $35 difference year over year, so nearly nothing. So I thought that was really interesting, and you can see what we did the rest of the year, just a kind of a slow trend downward. So we'll find out if we continue that for August, but we saw some interesting things happen, so let's keep looking. Median days to contract continues to edge upward just slightly from 16 days to 19 days, still less than 3 weeks median days to get your home under contract. Now I will say in some markets and some properties are still getting multiple offers. I went to show 2 or 3 properties on Friday, and 2 out of the 3 were in multiple offer situations. The price ranges were right around $500,000 and $600,000. So, but taking a look at median days to contract by price range, you'll see that how quickly some of these are selling. Most of these took edged up a little bit. What was really interesting is that 1.5 million and above jumped up quite a bit from 15 days to 35 days. But pretty much everything just edged up just a little bit, nothing too dramatic. Still, if you're under $750,000, odds are in your favor you're gonna sell in 3 weeks or less. Taking a look at our sold homes, our new listings, and our inventory in the market, we can see that we saw inventory went up just a bit from 721 homes to 772 homes, though. This is still dramatically less than we were a year ago, over 40% less homes in July than there were last July. We saw with the new listings coming on, we saw it start to slow down a little bit, down from 557 to 509 homes hit the market. Now in closed sales, we saw that it went from 432 to 428, not too much of a difference. Now you call me up and say, Garrett, I'm looking for a home in this price range. What's available? Well, in Reno-Sparks, you can kind of see some different price ranges here and see how many homes there are and how they've changed over the last month. And in most of the cases, you have a few more choices in July than you did in June. So that's good news to get some more choices. We do need more inventory still. Now for month supply of inventory, we saw just a slight uptick from 1.7 to 1.8 months. With that, you know, we saw days to contract starting to edge up a little bit as well. So while the inventory is still low, demand is lower than it once was a couple years ago. So that's kind of matching each other at this point. Now, how many months supply of inventory for homes in your price range? Now, this is really great if you're a buyer or seller, kind of gauging how strong the market is, how competition is. We were 1.8 months supply of inventory for Reno-Sparks, but in all these different price ranges, they range up to 1.5 plus millions at 9.9 months of inventory. So there's a lot of inventory compared to the number of buyers on the market currently there. So that was quite the jump. Everything else wasn't too much of a change. We did see the 1 million to 1.5 million go up a little over a month. So a month and a week essentially, it jumped up. So, but everything else relatively stayed the same. Some actually even went down. 600 to 750,000 went from 2 months to 1.7 months. So that's good news. If you're a seller in that price range, went a little bit more in your favor. So the lower the number, the better for you as a seller. The higher the number, the better for you as a buyer. I always like to take a look at how many homes went pending for a month to kind of gauge where the market's trending, where is it going? And you can see that we went at 424 homes went under contract in July. Now this is down from where we were last month at 466, but if you look the other end at July of 2022, you can see that it was 433, so just slightly less homes went pending this year versus last year. What was really interesting is last year in August, it jumped up to 535, so over 100 more homes went under contract that following month. So are we going to see that in August this year? We'll have to find out. I do know that interest rates were kind of dropping a little bit around that time frame, so that may have had something to do with it. So interest rates are a little bit higher than they were a year ago now. So what homes went pending in your price range? We can see that most of them relatively stayed the same, maybe went down in some markets, some went up a little bit. You can see that the 400 to 500,000 stayed roughly the same, but the 600 to 750 actually went down. We saw 17 less homes go under contract in that price point, and some of the other ones had some drops as well, but nothing too dramatic in overall scheme of things. This is normally a time of year that everyone's starting to go on holiday, travel, vacations, while there's still homes selling. That kind of initial spring, early summer rush kind of starts to cool off a little bit. So nothing, I think, very alarming or anything. It's just a seasonal. We'll start to see less homes go pending. Let's take a look at the hyperlocal markets, and we can start with Reno. Median home price $600,000. Year over year, only 0.8% change, so just slightly, and went down a little bit over last month. Our inventory was at 548 homes available, compared to last year, down 44.5%. So definitely not as many options. We saw 286 homes closed. That's 11% less than we saw last month. And new listings down 7.3%, 354 homes hit the market in the city of Reno for single family homes. Take a look over to Sparks, $537,500. Just slight tick up, 0.5% over last month, and a little bit down year over year, but inventory, again, down 44.3% year over year, just a little bit less than last month as well. We saw closed sales just jump up a bit, actually 18% over last month, and 11.8% year over year for closed sales. Took about 20 days to get your home under contract in Sparks. Driving out to Fernley, $372,000, a little bit more affordable out there. We see 73 homes available, down 49% year over year. We did see closed sales jump up 50 to 54 homes year over year, up 63.6%. So must have been a slow July last year in Fernley. We are seeing a lot more new builds going on out there, a lot of different communities. So if you have questions on new builds, please message me, email me, call me, text me, a comment, let me know, and I can get you some more info. I have a great guide on some of the new construction going on in Reno, Sparks, Fernley, Carson City, everywhere. So let me know and I can help you with that. Median days of contract, only 13 days. Wow, it's moving fast out there. To our capital of Carson City, $510,000. Just a little over 100 homes available on the market. Not as low year over year compared to Reno-Sparks, but still down 32%. We saw closed sales at 55 homes closed last month, when we saw new listing go to 65. Now this one was interesting. Gardnerville and Minden, median home price jumped 18.8% to $731,787. You heard me right. Back over $700,000 in Gardnerville and Minden. Now, what was interesting is I looked at the median sold price per square foot, and that's only up 3.9%. So what this tells me is more likely we saw some bigger homes sell in July there. And because bigger homes, it's more square footage, so that price per square foot just is stacking up. So while even though the price per square foot is up just a hair, the real case is it was just some bigger homes sold, and that's just gonna raise that price. We saw inventory go up 9% since last month but year over year, down 25%. Still not the 44% that we saw in Reno and Sparks. We saw days to contract 23 days. Finishing out with Reno-Sparks, condos and townhomes, affordable option for many that want to just get started in real estate. $330,000, 162 homes available, or condo townhomes on the market there. If you are curious on these properties, they do come with usually higher HOA fees for maintaining some of the properties. So just be sure to reach out to an agent like myself to answer those questions for you. We saw closed sales, 87 homes sell in July. New listings, 101 homes hit the market, and days to contract, 24 days. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Be sure to watch my other videos over here, including my mid-month mortgage update. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and be sure, if you have not, hit that like button. Go ahead and hit it right now. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.